Okay, here's the reworked Batman gun. So what's been done so far, and hopefully it's complete, is that the switch remains where it is. The two 9-volt batteries that were in parallel powering the device have been deleted. The battery clips have been reconnected to make this just a switch. Batteries have been moved up front here. We're now using 4 Energizer Ultimate lithium batteries. The old AA battery or 9-volt batteries could power up to 500 milliamps. These batteries can power up to 1 amp each, and since we have twice as many batteries, we have essentially 4 times the total power. And that was needed because that's why the LEDs that were in the device were rather dim compared to what you were hoping for. This was the original power block. A second power block has been added to power the circuit for the additional light that you requested be hidden back here. Lens has been added, so it's not just a bare LED, it's a lens, a culminating lens to keep the light within 15 degrees as it moves out of the device. Otherwise it would be all scattered by the existing pillars. Make sure when you do use this device that you use the Energizer Ultimate Lithium batteries. Otherwise you could damage and cause regular 9-volt batteries to explode. Also, the device is using only 500 milliamps in a normal use, and this is here. You can see we just have the 10 lights right now, and although it looks like one is lit here in the center, it's just reflection issues. And 1 second. Okay, here's the gun, and again there's the center light that you requested. Turning it on, be very careful. It tends to swamp out anything in terms of trying to photograph it. But what we can try to do is show you the wall that's being illuminated. And once the center wall, the wall is illuminated, we can turn it on here, and you can see with this switch that it's getting extremely bright. The auto dimming of the camera is causing it to dim down. All right, so when you get it, there will be screw holes here to remove, so you can add the batteries. I cannot ship it with the batteries in place, so I'll put the batteries back in their original packages and ship those to you separately. All right. Also, just to remind you that this black piece of plastic that you did have was broken when it arrived to me, and because I had to do a lot of machining anyhow to get this to be embedded in, we made a new one out of aluminum, 1/4 inch aluminum. It's very strong now, and the same types of set screws holding each one in place. If the bars look like they're a little bit out of alignment, there is just a little bit of gap, so when you loosen the set screw, you can rotate them because they're not perfectly straight bars, and also put a little bit of tension in one direction or another as you tighten up the set screw, and hopefully you can get them all aligned. Right now they're aligned, but I doubt they're going to be aligned by the time they arrive to you. The ones in the original plastic were quite badly misaligned, so hopefully this is better than what we had to begin with. All right, so just so you know, this is the switch to turn on the center light. This is a reed switch. It runs with a magnet. I put a magnet on my finger, and when I put my finger in here, it turns the center one on. It's very bright. Also, these lights are bright enough to blind somebody or give somebody temporary blindness, so be very careful with them. People can get cataracts from working with these very bright lights. And the last thing I want to make sure, again, is that you only use these Energizer Ultimate Lithium batteries, and be aware that they'll probably last about 1 hour of use or less. They're quite expensive. They're in the range of $15 to $20, I think, for this set of 4 batteries. All right? Okay, and finally, the battery strap. Make sure you use it. Don't just plug the batteries in, otherwise they could shake loose, and these lithium batteries contain a lot of energy, and could cause some problems if there's one bouncing around in here. So just be safe and enjoy your gun.